Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 9, Lesson 62, and today we open the usage glossary, the running list of word pairs that look alike, sound alike, and get swapped by writers every single day. We'll walk the alphabet from A all the way to altogether, except and accept, affect and affect, a while and a while, already and already. Each one gets a rule, a memory hook, and a worked example. Let's begin. Let's start with the smallest pair in the whole glossary, and the one people still trip on, a and an. Here's the rule most of us half remember. Use a before a consonant, and an before a vowel. That's close, but it misses the real point. The choice depends on the sound that follows, not the letter on the page. Say these out loud. A basketball, a heart, a unicorn. Basketball and heart begin with consonant sounds, so of course we use a. But unicorn begins with the letter U, a vowel, and we still say a unicorn because it opens with a U sound, the same sound as the word you. Now flip it around. An apple, an hour, an honest answer. Apple starts with a vowel sound, no surprise. But hour and honest start with a silent H. So what your ear actually catches is a vowel, and that is why they take an. So the whole rule fits in one line. Listen to the sound, not the letter. Next pair. Except and accept. Out loud, they sound nearly identical, but they do opposite jobs. Accept is a verb, and it means to receive something or to agree to it. Please accept my apology. You're taking the apology in, receiving it with open hands. Except is almost always a preposition, and it means but or other than. It leaves something out. Everyone came except Marcus. The group arrived, and Marcus is the one carved out of it. Here's the hook I want you to keep. Accept it into your hands, and accept excludes. That little X at the front is the same X you hear in exit and exclude. It means out. So if the word is doing the action, it's accept. If it's cutting one thing out of a group, it's accept. Now the pair that shows up more than any other, affect and effect. Almost all the time, affect is the verb and affect is the noun. Listen. The storm will affect our plans. There, affect is doing something. It's the action, and it means to influence, to cause a change in. Now the other one. The storm had one clear effect. There, effect is a thing, a result, something the storm left behind. Here's your memory hook. Affect is action, and effect is the end result. Each one starts with the letter that names its job. And one honest footnote, because you will meet it someday. Affect can also work as a verb in the phrase to affect a change, meaning to bring that change about. It's rare and it's formal. 9 times out of 10, if you need a verb, reach for affect. Here's a pair that's really about the space bar. A while, 2 words, against a while, 1 word. A while is an article plus a noun. The noun is while, and it names a stretch of time. Because it's a noun, it can follow a preposition. We waited for a while. For is the preposition, and a while is the noun sitting right behind it. A while, spelled as 1 word, is an adverb. It modifies the verb all by itself, with no preposition in front of it at all. We waited a while. No for, no in, no after. just the adverb doing its work. So here's the test. If you see a preposition sitting there, one of those little words like for or in or after, then split it into two words, a while. If there's no preposition, one word will do. Now two words that hide a space between them, already and already. Already, as two separate words, means completely prepared. The team is all ready to play. Every single player is prepared and waiting. Already, as one word, is an adverb of time. It means by this point, before now. The bus has already left. It pulled away before we ever got to the corner. And here's a neat test you can run in your head. Try dropping the word all. The team is ready to play. That still makes perfect sense, so two words is right. But say, the bus has ready left, and the sentence falls apart. So if you can lift all straight out and the sentence still stands, you want already, two words. The same family of tricks handles our last pair, all together and all together. All together, two words, means in a group, all in one place, all at the same time. We sang all together on the stage, the whole choir, shoulder to shoulder. All together, one word, is an adverb meaning completely, entirely, on the whole. That plan is altogether wrong. Not partly wrong, not slightly wrong, but completely wrong. And once more, the word all does the testing for you. Ask, can you move the word all somewhere else and keep the meaning? We all sang together. Yes, that works perfectly, so two words is correct. But you can't say that plan is all wrong together and mean the same thing. If all refuses to move, the word you want is altogether. Before we practice, let's clear 4 expressions out of your writing for good. First, ain't. It simply isn't standard English. Depending on the sentence, write is not, are not, or am not. Pedro isn't going to the assembly, never Pedro ain't going. Second, all right, jammed into a single word. Standard writing doesn't accept it. All right is always 2 words with a space in the middle. Third, a lot. That isn't a word at all. A lot is 2 words, and honestly, even a lot is vague. If you can say many or much or a specific number like 8, say that instead, and your sentence gets sharper. And fourth, all the farther and all the faster are informal. Use as far as and as fast as. That was all the farther I could go becomes that was as far as I could go. None of these 4 will help you on the page, so keep them off it. Time to practice. In this first set, I'll give you a sentence with a missing word and 2 choices. Pick the one that fits. Pause the video and decide before I reveal each answer. Please blank this gift from all of us. Ask yourself what the blank is doing. It's the action of the sentence. Someone is receiving the gift, taking it in. That's a verb, so we need accept with an A. The answer is accept. Heavy rain will blank tonight's game. The word after will has to be a verb. The rain is doing something to the game, influencing it. And affect is the action word. So the answer is affect with an A. We waited blank hour for the late bus. Now, hour begins with the letter H, a consonant. But say it out loud. The H is silent, so what your ear actually hears is a vowel sound, ow. Follow the sound, not the letter. The answer is an hour. In this second set, Every question comes down to a single space. One word or two. Use the test we built. Try dropping all, try moving all, and choose before I answer. Spring has blank arrived in the valley. Try the test. Drop the word all. Spring has ready arrived? That's nonsense, so two words can't be right. The sentence means spring has arrived by this time, before now, and that's the adverb. The answer is already, one word. That report was blank too long. Does it mean the report was in a group? No, it means the report was completely too long, entirely too long. That's the adverb of degree. The answer is altogether, one word. My audition went blank, but I'm still nervous. This one is a straight rule, no thinking required. All right, squeezed into one word, is not standard English. It is always, always two words. The answer is all right. Let's gather up the glossary. First, a and an follow the sound, not the letter. A unicorn, because it opens with a U sound, and an hour, because the H is silent. Second, the meaning pairs. Accept means to receive, while accept leaves something out. And affect is the action verb, while the effect is the end result. Third, when the only difference is a space, test it. Drop the word all, or try to move it. Already is completely prepared. Already means by this time. Altogether means in a group. Altogether means completely. And keep ain't, all right, and a lot off the page entirely. In our next lesson, we'll pick the glossary back up and keep walking through the alphabet. I'll see you there.